At what age do you think that you could possibly lose to a child in a fight? And I'm thinking 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20.
Like, am I actually trying to fight them? Like, are we actually throwing down?
You're going for it. Like you got to try.
Are weapons involved, or are we just
God? What day is it? Is it a Tuesday? Is it windy outside? What angle is the sun at? What kind of clothes does he have? Does he have on pants or shorts? Is he wearing a hat?
Just saying.
What color is his eyes?
Well,
how many answers to the question parameters do you possibly need to just answer the question? Right? Like, are we next to a road? Is it a highway? Is it a cul-de-sac?
Listen, I'm in a great mood because I woke up at 2 a.m. to smoke some meats.
I bet you did.
All right.
I bet you did.
Oh, they're going to taste delicious. They're going to taste amazing, and I can't wait.
Oh my God. How many? I'm not feeding into this because I know you just want to talk about how much meat you smoke, which we all know you smoke a lot of man meat.
To answer your question, probably 11 to 15, I think.
Yeah. I think 11 to 15 is probably when there's a possibility. Like, I think definitely 15 to 20, because you've got some kids that are basically grown men by the time they are 15 to 20, and I'm not the biggest dude on the block, right? So there's definitely some 15 to 20s, but I think you have to acknowledge that there's probably some 10 to 15-year-olds that could take you.
Yeah. Anything younger than 10, I'm not so confident on, because I should be able to overpower a 10-year-old and obviously below that.
Yeah.
But once we start getting over 10, then things start to get a little cloudy.
Things start to get a little bit dicey. Because, okay, I thought of this because I was, play boxing. I have a 5-year-old and I have an 8-year-old. And play boxing the 5-year-old, I was just thinking, like, oh my gosh, I would just destroy him. Like, if we ever got in a fight, if I ever needed to, like, I could just destroy him. And the 8-year-old could still destroy. Like, he just doesn't have the physical strength yet to really hurt me. But they've got the speed and kind of the quickness there that, like, you might have to try a little bit. That's why I think 10 to 15 could probably get you if you ran into the wrong bad little kid.
I don't know, man. 6 to 9, 6 to 10, too. I feel like there's one or two instances where that may happen.
Oh, so I polled the audience about this question. 4% said 3 to 7. 4% said 7 to 10. 34% said 10 to 15. And 15% said 15 to 20. So 15 to 20 is the dominant one. But I think people are underestimating how, like, tough some 10 to 15-year-olds can be.
Yeah, I mean, especially if we boys and girls have hit puberty, some of them by then, so they are sometimes full-on adults, body-wise.
Oh, the best man at my wedding was a full-grown adult by 7th grade. He's a full-grown adult by 7th grade.
Who was the best man at your wedding? I was at your wedding.
Ryan Brennan.
Oh, Ryan Brennan. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. But I remember people thought that he was going to be the greatest athlete in, like, Kansas history. But he really just matured way faster than everybody else. And it was like, oh, my God, he's incredible. And then they just realized he was a full-grown man by the age of 13.
And then by 14, it had all caught up to him, and he was just an average good
right, and then he was just
athlete.
an average guy by that time. Like, a little bit better than average, but then when everybody caught up, he's like, oh, he's just kind of, like, he's pretty fast. And that's about it.
Did he ever tell you about how he likes to smoke meat?
How much do you want to just talk about the fact that you're cooking meat? Just go ahead and get it over with.
I'm just
tell us.
I was having this conversation with somebody. It was a random conversation. Somebody who told me that they're a chef locally in Metro Detroit. Ended up being a lie, but it got me thinking.
Why would they lie about being a chef at a Metro Detroit? Like, why would you just lie about that? Like, I'm just going to lie about this.
We were waiting to grab takeout, and this person started talking to me, which I hate.
Oh, yeah. Whenever somebody's talking to you, I don't do that.
Yeah, and then they just start talking about this, that, but got me thinking, like, just because I'm almost 40 doesn't mean I can't have a second career.
Oh yeah, dude, you can start over your life anytime you want, man. It's never too late. It's never too late to make a change. It never is. Unless you're like 80 and you want to be a professional basketball player. Well, then it's too late. But
yeah, it's definitely not happening there.
I've seen your meat. It's way too small, tough, and not useful enough to be a professional meat.
Oh boy. Oh,
you brought it up.
I'm gonna stay away from my meat, but the meats that I smoke are fantastic.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that you're taking in all kinds of meat.
I'm gonna move on to shoutouts.
You brought it up, so all right.
I just wanted to talk about the lovely craft that is
smoking meat,
cooking.
Okay.
Not making a pancake that looks like it's been through hell and back.
I love my pancakes. I make great pancakes. We're not having a food off right now.
All right. We are not. All right. Let's give some shout outs here. I thought this was an interesting name. Oscar von Witzeldorf.
There's no way. Dude, are you underneath me? There's a child in my room.
Uh-oh. That's a thank you to YouTube there. Oscar von Witzeldorf. Stacy K. Mr. Red. And then I only put that on there because I thought Red's kind of a cool first name. You don't hear any Reds anymore, but it used to be a somewhat popular name in the 20s, 30s, and 40s for men.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty solid name. That's probably the only color you can really be named after for a first name. You don't want to be named like yellow or green. Like Red Grange was a famous football player, I think.
Look at you over there. Brad Maddox. Kyle Chandler, but not the actor because I looked them up and apparently they have no affiliation, which would be cool if it was Kyle Chandler. You don't even know who Kyle Chandler is, do you?
Not a clue.
Oh, well, that's your own fault, but not necessarily surprising. I also did watch the worst movie I've ever seen this past weekend. I can tell you about it later. Ethan Moore, Kimberly Baker, Saucy Sauce. I just, once again, love Saucy Sauce. Thanks to Instagram, where apparently no one uses the real name on any handle anymore. And then Jason Peters. And we're going to end here on Thomas McKinley. Thank you to Instagram. So all over the place.
Good job.
Watching you.
Good job.
Watching you.
Proud of you. Proud of you for this. It's good work.
It's
good work.
You ever get disappointed to the point to where like you just get frustrated and furious?
Oh yeah, I have children.
True. Well, beyond that, I finally had a couple hours the other night, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a movie. So I haven't watched a movie like straight through in a while.
Okay.
It's usually a TV show, whatever.
Okay.
I've always been a fan of M. Night Shyamalan, his work and his movies. I'm pretty impressed.
Okay.
So I turned on a movie called Trap. You ever heard of it?
That probably tells you everything you need to know.
He directs it. His daughter stars in it. The main star, though, is Josh Hartnett, if you remember him.
Not really. He's one of the ones that you get confused with some of the other ones. Like, there's always a couple of actors that are kind of the same. Like him, Channing Tatum, the guy who's Hayden Christensen. They're all kind of that same, like, general. So I don't know.
Sawa,
I don't know which one he is.
Anyways, long story short, I was kind of half excited, thinking it was going to be, the plot kind of sucked going into it, but I was like, they'll turn it around. They didn't. I didn't even make it halfway through the movie. I turned it off, just not good. But then I just found myself sitting there furious. Like, why did I just waste an hour of my life? So then I just had a beer and ended up falling asleep on the couch.
Okay.
So, nice little evening.
Cool, man. That was a great story. I'm glad I know that.
Well, appreciate you. I want everyone that's seeing you. Nice haircut. I'm gonna give you positive reaffirmations and not be an asshole to you. Like,
thank you. I feel pretty good about this haircut. I haven't been getting my hair cut as much as I used to. I'm getting it cut probably every 3 months now, where I used to get it cut maybe every 6 weeks. Mostly because I'm a little bit nervous, right? I've reached the age that, like, when you cut it, I'm not sure what's going to be under there. So I'm always pleasantly surprised that it's going okay.
160 pounds of pure bullshit.
185, baby. I gotta lose some weight.
Nah,
Okay.
I don't believe that.
I don't understand M. Night Shyamalan. He had one good movie, and he's been riding that for the last 20 years. Like, oh, someday he's gonna make another good one. And it's not gonna happen.
I don't think that's accurate by any stretch of the imagination.
That's how I feel.
But that's fine. Do you want to give us an update on your Vespa? How's it going?
It's not a Vespa. It's a scooter. It's a dual.
What's the difference?
It's a dual motor climbing scooter. Show it the respect that it deserves because it's awesome and I love it. And I took it around yesterday. I went and took my son to go play basketball. I can get to the grocery store in no amount of time. It's the ultimate form of transportation. I'm going to go ahead and say my scooter is the ultimate form of transportation because you just hop on it and boom. Zip. Zip.
Oh.
You just stand on it and go. It's basically like flying. Riding an electric scooter is the second best thing to flying.
Like that Hawk Tuah girl once said, spit on that day.
I never actually saw that.
Once again, it was because we live in a world of perverts, and the only reason she became popular is because of horny men.
Yeah, I mean, that's
and women, probably.
Know your audience, man. Go with what's play the hits. Play the hits. Well, don't hate the player.
That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool to become like accidentally famous like that. Like, she didn't think that one sentence was going to be like her existence. But here we are.
Oh, life can change so quickly in a second. Life can just change so quickly and you'll never see it coming. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big believer in the idea that you'll never see the big change in your life coming.
Speaking of big changes and kind of tragic changes, did you see those crazy videos coming out of Myanmar and Thailand of the earthquake?
I don't want to think about earthquakes, bro. I live in Seattle. I don't want to think about earthquakes because one's going to hit me any second. That's going to basically erase the entire Pacific Northwest. So I don't like to watch. Well,
it got me thinking because I think a couple weeks ago we were talking about this, and you said earthquakes are the most terrifying natural disaster to you. And I live in an area where we're not susceptible to earthquakes. I don't even think I've ever felt one. But damn, I can imagine being on like the 30th floor of a high rise and just having the entire building sway and being able to literally do nothing about it. That would be no thank you.
No, like what are you going to do when the earth moves underneath you without warning? Like there's some things that maybe we shouldn't do. Like if you live in an earthquake prone area, I don't think that putting a pool on the top of a sky rise is the smartest thing. Like let's not do that.
I mean, I'm, whatever. Good on them, I guess, but until that happens.
Oh, I don't understand. I saw one video that somebody was in one of those pools.
They were. The video
you better get out quick.
The video that haunts me, and not to compare that to 9/11, but remember how there was all the videos of people jumping out of the towers and on 9/11?
Yeah,
which is harrowing enough. Well, there was a couple of window cleaners that were stranded on a high-rise cleaning the window, and you just see them swaying back and forth, and then, I don't know what keeps them up or down, but, like, they go down about 5 feet, then they stop, and they keep swaying. It's just like that. I don't even know, I'd probably just sit there and just be like, yep, this is it.
Oh, I think that you just accept it. I think that you just accept it.
But I say that just to go back real fast because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering the comparison. Just the shock and awe of the video. I was like, oh my God, that is insane video. And also, capturing something like that is just, that's incredible. Like, what a moment, what a terrible moment to capture.
But awesome to watch and not be in. You're like, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, dude, don't mess with the earth. That's my general advice.
You've been saying it for years, man.
Don't mess with the earth.
Yeah, actually, years. You've been saying it since we started this podcast. Oh, that's like a reoccurring theme of yours.
Right, like it's not a huge mental realization to think wow, we probably shouldn't mess with the earth. You don't have to be that smart to figure that one out.
I'm a little disappointed this episode as well, Nick.
Why?
One of my, I don't want to say childhood heroes, but someone that I looked up to celebrity-wise, he's kind of been a douche for a while now, and I think it's confirmed that he is officially a douche, and that is Will Smith.
Oh, Yeah, that's a little surprising. He wasn't one that you could. It's not like who's the guy who was the Joker? He has a band.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Yeah, it's not like somebody where you instantly look at, and I think that the opposite sex always has a much easier time telling when someone's just like a terrible person. It's not like him where you can immediately look and be like, I bet that guy's a super creepy person in real life. Like, I bet he's a huge weirdo in real life, right? Like,
yeah.
Will Smith wasn't necessarily like that, but then he started to go down that road where you're like, oh, he's got something. I think probably every celebrity does to some degree. Like, that's not the kind of life that you would pursue if you didn't have some other pretty large motivations to push you in that direction.
I mean, I got hit twice this week. I got Will Smith, and then I got Hulk Hogan.
Oh, well,
again.
Hulk Hogan's been going downhill for a long time, but I'm not familiar with what Will Smith did now.
It's not necessarily what he did, but remember when he slapped Kid Rock a few years ago?
Yeah.
Or not Kid Rock. Chris Rock, not Kid Rock. Chris Rock.
Yeah.
At
one
the
of them.
Oscars. Well, Will Smith has basically used that to come out with a new album of music. And it's centered around kind of that incident. And it's like, you used to be an A-lister. Like, you used to be the top movie star in the world and a music artist. And now you're like resorting to having to, a viral moment that made you look like a complete idiot. And that's what you're going to, and people are going to buy the record and the album. Like, I don't know, just made me sad.
Oh, yeah, you can tell for a little while he's been trying to desperately cling on to it. Like, he's been trying to hold on for a while.
But another thing that we've talked about on this podcast is, and you brought it up and have good points on it, is like, no matter how much money you have, if you're at that level, you're still chasing it. Like, but what is he chasing at this point? He has to have all the money in the world and friends and fame.
Because I think that when you pursue anything with that level of relentlessness, there's a hole inside of you that you are trying to fill, and it will never be filled. Like, it doesn't matter how rich and famous you become. If you have a desperate need for attention, it's just never going to go away. Like, you always have to treat the disease, not the symptom. And I think that that's what happens with those people. It's like people who just want more and more and more money. Like, you'll never have enough. You have to, I think that's one of the greatest lessons you can learn in life, is when enough is enough, and to be happy with what you have. And some people just, that never happens. And then they become increasingly more erratic as they try to pursue and fulfill that desire, rather than just fixing what's wrong within themselves.
Well, don't look at Britney Spears' social media, because it's. I feel terrible for her.
Yeah, that's
anyways,
one of those that, like, get rid of the conservatorship. Like, oh.
Yeah, that's gonna make her even healthier.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
wait, what did Hulk Hogan do?
It's not necessarily what he did, but his ex-wife came out possibly drunk and basically filmed a video of herself saying how he has ruined the family and blah, 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 and he beat her and he was, a terrible husband. Basically all things that we all kind of had guessed. And, if you watch their show back in the day being like 5 years ago, it was kind of all there anyways, but she came out and said it, and he responded by releasing like a 20-second video with his current wife, who was like 30 years younger than him, basically just pointing and laughing at a screen.
Oh.
Basically like they were, and it's like, come on, dude. At the end of the day, that's your ex-wife, no matter how much you dislike her, blah, blah, blah. Mother of all your children, I believe, like, went through all the bullshit with you, and here you're mocking her. Like,
I think that whenever you are a super successful person, successful in air quotes, right? Like, to get to the top of a field, you kind of have to be a terrible person, because you have to have things pushed to so far to one extreme that another aspect of your personality is really going to suffer. What are you drinking?
Well, Costco special. It's called Buys. BAI.
I'm going to go to Costco later today. I'm pretty excited about it.
I used to dread it because you spend a lot of money up front, but then you realize that the shit lasts you weeks, and it's a plus. They have their hot dogs are amazing.
We can keep talking about Costco all day, but let's not.
No, let's move. Kind of a fun question here. So when you're at a restaurant and you're offered the choice of a salad or a soup, which one do you take?
Salad. I've had some decent soups in my life, but overall I would say that soups have generally disappointed me far more than salads have disappointed me. I'm going to go ahead and say that soup is probably the most disappointing entree that you can have. Soup is very hit or miss, and it really doesn't kind of do the job that you want it to do. Like, I want to be a little filled up and have it taste good, and soup generally doesn't do that. It's just the most disappointing.
Yeah, you definitely like to. You don't like to take it all, but you like to take most of it. I disagree with you on that. I think soup is by far the better choice, and I've actually been let down.
I don't know.
This is going to sound weird.
Okay, I'm sure it will. Go ahead.
I've been let down by more salads than I have soup. I love soup. I think soup is fantastic.
Oh no, I've been let down by far more soups than I've been let down by salads. Soup lets me down way more than salad lets me down. Because salad, you know what you're getting. And salad, you can always kind of spice it up a little bit. But if a soup goes bad, and I have no idea how those ingredients are going to taste in relation to each other either.
Yeah.
Like all the things in description, I'm like, well, okay.
I wonder, like, who decided that? Who decided you either get a soup or a salad? Why can't they offer you, like, a cheese tray or an egg roll? It's just...
Yeah. I don't know. Go complain to the restaurant.
Well, that's what this forum is for us to complain to each other, right? Isn't that what we do?
Bitching.
Yeah.
We're just bitching about stuff. Okay.
Do you have a favorite swear word?
I mean, shit is probably my favorite one when you get right down to it, because you can drop it in places where you can't drop the F-bomb. Like, it's just as versatile, I think. Not quite. It's almost as versatile, but slightly more accepted.
Okay, yeah, and I think it's easier to move on from a shit than a motherfucker.
Right, like if somebody's dropping those, you're kind of like, God dang. Well, not God dang, but like, just like,
God dang.
God dang.
Some bitch.
Some bitch is that's a good one, though. I do like that one. Son of a bitch.
Listen, are you ready?
Oh, that's all you got? We had somebody in the chat. I can't really read very well. Whole Hand 72 asking about the candle of the month. Ooh.
Really? Oh, that makes my heart warm.
I know.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're the candle connoisseur. So it must be time. Wait, how does it go? I forgot. Oh, wait, it's time.
Oh.
That's not a good one. I can't do the horse very well. I got it. Now I lost it. It's time. The outlaw candle connoisseur rides again. Candle of the month. Oh, and he's not ready.
No, I was refocusing, and I was partying the way, because April's candle of the month, and that just made my whole day. By the way, thanks, Whole Hand 72. I also like candle of the month.
I know you do. It's basically the only reason.
And a shout out to Nick as well for the fantastic intro.
Oh, you're welcome.
So anyways, as we know, April is in most places brings rain and mud and mild temperatures after a long winter. So I have to give a quick shout out to Tony Abrams for giving me a scent, giving me a whiff of this candle when he had picked it up, and he said, I think you'd really like this. So anyways, head over to homesick.com. Get the April Showers candle.
Okay.
And it is it's going to have kind of an herbal feel to it, but it's also going to feel like fresh raindrops on a newly sprouted plant on April 16th while you're sitting there reading a book in 61-degree weather, having a coffee at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
Wow, that's what it's going to bring out of you. I do like spring, man. There's parts of spring where it's like, oh, life is returning to the world.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, though, you were having a conversation with another man who said that you probably would really enjoy the scent of this candle.
Yeah.
Did you guys, when that words were uttered, did any alarms go off or anything like that? No.
Actually, this person, I don't. They're in the entertainment field,
Okay.
and I deal with him, probably once or twice every year. And apparently, he listens to the podcast, or at least knows about Can Over the Month, and stopped me. And yeah, that's next thing I know, I'm talking candles for 20 minutes, forgetting a Zoom call I had. So it was great 20 minutes. So
wow. I mean, anyways, man, sometimes you just get into an in-depth conversation about candles with another man. Did you guys hug at the end? How did it end? Was there a physical greeting at the beginning or a physical greeting at the end?
No physical greeting at all.
Okay.
Nope. It's gonna cost you a little bit more than some of the candles I put out there. It's gonna be about $30 plus shipping. It's 14 ounces. It's gonna give you about I don't know. Mine burned for I did it like a week and a couple of days straight. So it's gonna be about 60 to 80 hours. Once again, homesick.com, and it's the April Showers candle.
You're just leaving that thing burning all through the night?
Not all. Well, yes, all through the night, but obviously
That's just a terrible idea.
Why? I love waking up to it. I love the fresh aroma.
Do you love setting your house on fire? What kind of a responsible husband and father keeps a known fire risk in his house at all times? Right? That's just poor dadding. It's poor dadding.
I don't understand why it's poor dadding at all.
I wouldn't allow that in my house.
Well, that's why you're not the candle
Unsecured
connoisseur.
fire in your home? Unmonitored flame? Nope.
You're just the guy with the nice hair.
What's the latest in the candle forum discussions? Since we found out last time you did Candle of the Month that you are apparently going on Reddit talking about candles all the time. So what's any latest controversy in the candle forums?
I mean, nothing too. Do you need to go get a glass of water or something?
Dying. Continue.
Continue.
This isn't good.
You might be dying. What's hot in the candle forums? Well, I mean, it's spring, so a lot of people have shifted from the candle forums. You find a lot of people kind of migrate in the spring, and they go towards the planting forums, which I am not a part of. But traffic is a lot less in the spring that I've noticed.
The fact that you know this is horrific. The fact that you have been in and out of these forums and have been able to put this pattern together, to me, is incredible. Right? Like, it's April. Boy, nobody's in candle chat. Like, what's going on? Silly me. It's planting season. Is that what you're doing? Like, you're just like, John, it's planting season. That's how that went in your house, right? You were like, oh man, there's just not very many people in candle chat today. Where's the vibe? Where's the candle discussion? Where is it? Like, I'm not feeling the candle chat. And then you were like, oh wait, it's planting season. Did your penis fall off when that happened? Like, did it fall off?
Actually, you're kind of spot on. What had happened
there was
is yes, somebody had asked a question about a candle and no one had gotten back to them. So they said, "What is happening on this chat? It seems dead," or something like that. So someone responded and said, "It's planting season." So that's what I'm basing my guess on.
You know what, though? For me personally, number one, do what you like. But if that would have happened and I would have made the realization, that you had, I would have immediately just 180'd my life and changed. Like, nope, going the wrong direction here. I'm going the wrong direction here. I got to make changes.
I love candles, man. I'm not even.
Sure
I don't even care. I love it.
Man.
If I could, yeah. You do you. And you know what? Apparently, like, Whole Hand loves it. Or either that or he's making fun of me. I'm not sure, but it's all good. Or she. Because we don't really know if it's a he or she, but
that's true. Okay. All right. Well, good for candles. Sorry to hear that the chat forum isn't going off. Silly John. Did you say that to yourself?
No.
Yeah, you did. Do you tell your wife about the? Do you tell your wife about the candle discussion chat? Does she know? Does she know this is what you're doing?
No, we don't really talk candles a lot.
I can see why. I would have a hard time. I don't know what life is like as a woman, but I would have a hard time, like, looking at my husband as he walked in and started talking to me about candle chat. I'd be like, wait, you're the protector of this house, and this is what you're going to be in here chatting about with your flavor saver? Get out of here.
It's gone. Well, it's kind of there.
A little bit
it's the only thing that can grow. It's disappointing.
Listen.
Anyways.
Okay, are you ready for our top 5?
I'm almost 40 years old. I can't grow fucking facial hair.
It's not going to happen now.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so our top 5 is top 5 fish. It's your number 5, fish. I'm going to say fish like that every time I get a chance to say fish. I'm going to say fish. What's your favorite fish?
Mine's
you got any fish? Any candles that smell like fish? Fish-themed candles? Fish. Fish.
I'm just waiting on you to be done.
Just want to talk about fish.
You let me know when you're done, and I'll
go
into my
about fish. No more talking about fish. We don't have to talk about fish anymore.
Jesus Christ! This is. I'm regretting.
Do you not want to talk about fish?
I want my camera to keep focused.
You just need to be focused on fish.
My number 5 is the only area-specific fish I put on my list, and to Michigan, even though it's around the country, but it is the trout.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought you were going to go a little bolder than that, like a trout. Like, wow, watch out for this guy. He's wild and crazy.
What? I don't know why that gets criticism from me.
I mean, it's a trout. It's like, oh, you're going to go, what's
Trouts
next?
are awesome.
What's next? Bass? You wild man.
How'd you know? How'd you know? Largemouth, smallmouth, rock? Which one are we doing?
Smallmouth, obviously. Okay.
All right, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is the blue tang. Blue tang.
What the hell is a blue tang?
You don't know anything about fish. I'm sitting here having a conversation with a guy who doesn't even know anything about fish. Blue tang.
Finding Nemo for everyone out there who also doesn't know what it is.
Right, it's a blue tang. I love blue tang is the coolest, and it's got a fun name to say, like blue tang.
It just doesn't really. It does never done anything for me.
Oh, but a trout, like you're like, oh, trout.
Yeah. You know why? Because trouts are strong. There's all kinds of them. One's even luminescent, like a rainbow, called the rainbow trout. I mean, come on.
Oh, I do like rainbow trout. I used to fish for rainbow trout. That's fun. What's your number 4?
All right, my number 4 is it's on the list only because it's haunted my dreams ever since I've seen a photo of it, and well, that's why it's on the list. And it's the blobfish.
Oh, I don't like weird fish, man. Like weird fish creep me out. That's why I don't like the ocean. Cause like, oh, what's that thing's down there? I don't even want to look at that. Like, I don't want to think about those things, man.
Look at me, Mr. Nick. Look at me.
I'm not looking. I'm not opening my eyes.
I got a human nose and eyes and a mouth. It's weird.
I'm not looking.
All right, I took it off.
I'm still not looking. I'm gonna keep my eyes closed for the whole rest of the episode just to make sure. My number 4 is a shark.
That's fair.
I didn't be specific about shark because I pretty much like all sharks. Like, all sharks are pretty much the same. I mean, obviously the great white is like the coolest shark, but all sharks are pretty cool. That's why I have sharks at number 4.
I think that is far too low to have on the list. Like, sharks are. I mean, yeah, I'll obviously get to it, but sharks, they deserve a higher.
It's going to be really difficult for me to take your list seriously when you started with trout.
I agree.
Right,
I don't. Well, my number 3 is probably really going to piss you off then, because I basically put 2 of the same fish into one. So my number 3, it's a tie between salmon and tuna. Because I feel like they're the same fish, even though they're not the same fish, but like they serve the same purpose, and they're both delicious.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can see why people would be totally confused by that statement, but I can also see how salmon and tuna are kind of the same fish. Like, they're both, like, fish you eat. I didn't realize that tuna were really big. I really thought that they were small.
No, they're massive fish. I'm a fishologist, so.
I don't think it's called a fishologist, by the way. I think it's leaving a marine biologist. Would probably specialize in fish. There's no fishologist.
Nope. I have a plaque and everything. I'm a fishologist.
Okay, well then, if you were a fishologist, you should know the trout is not the 5th best fish. My number 3 is the blue whale. Largest animal ever, the blue whale. I'd love to see one. I bet that's unreal to see a blue whale in person. I've seen some other whales, and I've seen your mom.
I don't even know why is that.
There. That was seamless. You didn't see it coming anywhere, right? Like, you didn't see it.
I didn't.
You had your hands up protecting the face, and you got hit with a body blow.
Are whales fish? I thought whales were mammals.
Unclear to me. I have no idea.
Right,
I don't care. It's in the ocean. I understand that there may be some differences to me, but, like, look, it's in the ocean. Maybe it's a mammal, but in my mind, it's a fish.
Well, I did my list based upon things that are classified as fish only. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't do that. No, whales are not fish.
Yeah, they're mammals.
Whatever. I don't care. It looks like a fish to me. Don't come in here with your science nerd. Your nerdery. Get out of here. I mean, you're right, but you're like, I don't care.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm a fishologist. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay, all right. Half my list is probably wrong then.
You have dolphin as number 1, don't you?
No, dolphins are garbage. Get them out of here. Overrated.
So, I kind of gave you a hard time because my number 2 is the largest fish in the ocean.
What is it?
And that is the whale shark.
Oh! But is a shark a fish? I guess it's...
Yes, a shark is a fish.
I mean, whale shark's pretty cool.
They can grow to be 42 feet long and weigh up to 50,000 pounds.
Dang. Like, that's crazy, man. Sharks are fish.
It's nuts.
That's impressive. I'm a fan of the Greenland shark, personally, because apparently it can live to be like 400 years old. So if you think about that, like, there's a Greenland shark that's alive right now that was born in like the 1600s.
What do you think
That's
all
crazy.
the Greenland sharks are going to do when President Trump is the ruler of Greenland?
Maybe they have to change their name. Do they change their name?
Do you think they'll be like the United States of America sharks now?
You think they have to change their name? Like, what a thing. Like, you know what? I'm just going to call this something different. And, like, people... Anyway, let's not get into that whole thing.
Yeah. Send the vice president to Greenland. It's fine. Not like there's anything else going on in the world.
Right, I love
what's your number 2?
I love the pictures of him just, like, standing there all alone because no one wants to talk to him. Like, just him in a field by himself. Let's not get into it. Let's just move.
What an awkward spot to be told to do something and you go do it. And he has to, J.D. Vance, I want to believe is somewhat of a smart person. He has to be on that, get off that plane and just stand there and go, what am I doing?
That's
like, what?
I don't like that. To me, I wonder what the motivation in those kind of things are, right? Because let's not get into this whole thing, right? But when we look at the stuff that happened with the group chat, I just don't, I don't think anybody would be like, I need you to blatantly lie for me and just keep blatantly lying. And just keep doing it. I'm like, well, but why? Right? Like, I could never just put myself in a position in which you were so clearly and completely wrong. Like, nope. Shirt's not black. It's not a black shirt. Not wearing a black shirt. Is my
I just don't, man. I didn't bring that up on purpose, but there's so many things about. I wish I was added to a national security text thread.
You might be, man. You might be. You might not even know. You can be on there.
Still could be, man.
Okay. Anyway, let's just go. Let's just move on here.
What's your number 2?
Orca, the killer whale. Also, I think not technically a fish, but I don't care. It's awesome. Like, you ever seen those videos of those things hunting? That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, they're better hunters than we are.
I will say this, that if I was going to put whales on the list, like actual mammal whales, orca would be on my list.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool animal, man. You could make an argument that's probably like the most advanced animal on Earth in terms of what it does. Like, how do we hunt? We hunt together, and we use our tails to like create waves and like that knock things. That's crazy. What's your number 1?
Sharks.
Okay, I understand it. I understand sharks. Sharks are pretty cool. Do you have any particular shark you would put at number 1?
I mean, you got to go with the mother of them all, man, and that's the great white shark. You have to. Now, fan favorite of mine is hammerhead, just because they're so obscure. But I mean, great whites are. I mean, I feel like if great whites weren't a shark species, no one would give a shit about sharks.
Oh, I mean, hammerheads are pretty, like, they would kind of, hammerheads would make them stand out a little bit just because of their unique look. But hammerhead is one of those things where, like, I'm not sure if you're, like, really cool or a dork.
Like, let's look at this like a basketball team, right? Hammerheads are Scottie Pippen, great whites are MJ.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. My number 1.
Tiger sharks are Luke Longley. It doesn't matter. What's your number 1?
Manta ray. Those big giant ray things that swim like that. Like that, I would love to see one of those in person. I bet that would be super cool to see a manta ray.
And you're not talking about the ones that you can pet at the zoo. You're talking about the big ones that are in the ocean.
I believe.
I know. It's kind of just trolling you.
R.I.P. Steve Irwin. R.I.P. Steve Irwin.
I think a stingray got him. I think he went out with a stingray.
He did. What's your honorable mention? Because I need to go to soccer practice.
We'll just cut it there, man.
Give me your honorable mention. What do you got in there?
So I actually had stingray on the list.
Okay, good. Respectable.
Because I forgot about manta ray. I put on my personal favorite, which is my favorite fish to eat, which is walleye.
Okay. I don't really eat a lot of fish.
And I have jellyfish on the list, but I need to look it up to see if they're actually fish. I don't know if they're considered fish or not. And then I put on lionfish.
Cool. Okay, those are interesting choices. I would put on the clownfish. I think that's a cool fish. Cool looking fish. I had another one that I just completely forgot.
Why'd you say fish like that?
Fish. The clownfish. Oh, the puffer fish. You know, the thing that, like, the blowfish that just goes and blows itself up? Like, that's a pretty cool, like, that's a good strategy. What's your strategy? I just get real fat.
I was going to make a joke there. I'm not going to. This is a PG podcast. So.
I mean, like, octopuses are super impressive, but I'm not going to, I don't like that's what, like, an octopus or a jellyfish are things that I just don't want to be anywhere near. Like, they just creep me out. That whole lack of a body kind of, like, no. I don't want anything to do with that.
You said it a couple weeks ago. I don't want to be in water where I can't see my feet, so.
I need to know what's underneath me. I don't like that feeling of, like, nope, I like to be on the ground.